What's up, everybody? This is Kitchell 22-130. It's Friday. It's the weekly tradition here on the Kitchell Sports Network to break down the Thursday night game. Once again, another thriller. This time we saw an upset of pretty big proportions. I mean, we'll get into that in just a second. Just to let you know of a few updates going on my way. You can always remember to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Kitchell22130. Stay up to date on all future video productions. Also, tune into my weekly radio show Monday nights. It's purdue.edu/WCCR. We'll talk everything sports, and there's a call-in line, so if you guys want to call in, voice your opinions on whatever we're talking about, you can always do that. The phone lines are always open. And then also a couple of things coming up my way in terms of other radio endeavors, and then possibly a website feature that I'm going to be on. So I will keep you up to date in that. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know about it. So I'll keep you up to date on that. But last night, ladies and gentlemen, there was another upset in college football. There's been a top 5 upset for the last, 200 weeks in college football. Just kidding. Maybe it's been like 9 or 10, I'm not sure, but I did hear it on SportsCenter last night. It's quite an interesting figure, but let's go to South Carolina. Steve Spurrier and the boys, they wanted to upset number 4 Ole Miss. Could they do it? Well, it was the highest that the Rebels have been ranked since 1970. Early on, Jevin Sneed, the transfer from Texas, he was having some problems. Eric Norwood, this kid is going to be a player on Sunday. He always steps up on the big stage. He gets the sack on Seaton there. Sneed forcing it into coverage, almost intercepted by South Carolina, but instead they'd settle for a field goal. 3-3 in the second, and Sneed just could not find the rhythm. 3 for 8, 30 yards in the first half for Jevin Sneed, but it would be special teams that would get the Rebs rolling. Marshae Green, starting from his own 33-yard line, finds a seam, and you think he's going to go for a touchdown, but no! Spencer Lanning, the punter, with an impressive tackle. So that saves a touchdown. And instead of getting the sure 3 points, they go with a fake field goal. Derek Davis shut down by Akeem Auguste. Trailing the play the entire way, a fantastic stop. Houston Nutt displeased. Ole Miss goes down 6-3 at halftime, third quarter. Now they're down 9-3. Jevin Sneed, he was harassed the entire game, sacked by Cliff Matthews, and even what's an upgrade here, Matthews gets the fumble. They would rule a fumble there. You see the ball pop out right there, and Matthews gets the recovery. And South Carolina would take advantage. Steven Garcia, they've been settling for 3 the entire game. This time, he finds Patrick DeMarco for the touchdown. It's 16-3 Gamecocks. Jevin Sneed trying to fire up the troops. Hey, we're not out of this game yet. No, we're not. 4th and 5 here in the third quarter. Sneed zips it out to McCluster. That's going nowhere. So, take a trip back to the sideline, Ole Miss. 4th quarter, though, they finally get it going. You cannot slow down a good team. Sneed finds Markeith Summers, 45 yards over the middle. Here come the Rebels. The 16-10 game. Garcia now on a 3rd and 14 play. South Carolina didn't have a first down the entire 4th quarter. Greg Hardy, he's going to be an NFL player someday. He gets the sack. So here come the Rebels. Dexter McCluster, he's another guy you just hope to contain. You cannot stop. He picks up 18 on that run. The next play, Rebels try to get a little tricky here with the reverse to McCluster. He steps up and acts like he's going to throw, but hello, Darian Stewart with a little hit stick action. Rocks him like a hurricane. So the Rebels in big trouble. Now they have 3rd and 12. Sneed forced to throw. And guess who got him? It was Cliff Matthews again in on the stop. South Carolina just continued to bring the pressure, and there was no way they were going to stop it. Now they have 4th and 19, and Sneed, well, he was hoping for a prayer. He was living on a prayer, and that's it, and that's all. Number 4 is dropped by unranked South Carolina. The Gamecocks, the entire place was going absolutely crazy. They finally found a quarterback in Steven Garcia. It had been a while, but Steven Garcia leads the Gamecocks. They are probably about 1 play away from being undefeated after losing at Georgia. This is a good team, ladies and gentlemen. And number 4, Ole Miss, falls by 6. You see the statistics. Jevin Sneed, 33% completion percentage. The Rebels will have to bounce back next week at Vanderbilt while South Carolina moves on.